Abusuya Micha na mo akwa basonko so efa wo emra eye be media GH so abusuya lawyer Martin Pebu, a member of the oral team and also a lawyer ababontin ababeyi ensembia no abusuya be kan ya bra his excellency John Dramani Mahama yeso ani no ensembi ekwo so a chese ye team bia efa na ye team oral operation recover all loot because na nenam frama na say agitum say nkofo bi ebeje akonwa no for 8 years no chese yenche ni ene yenche mfa ene o manager pade na busua it is alleged so omo ebefom ye na oral team ne by some ba be retrieve enioma ama chese omo sa ka some reports na se be kan say omo aye some discoveries bi ama ho report akwa koduru eye the office of the president ina akwa kan eye his excellency John Dramani Mahama akwa kan nansa na when Ghana for be na ebiso omo nsem say hwe ne mu say his excellency be bibi e de afa eye enioma na oral team no say chese omotumi a recover bi omotumi ahu bi a chese report akwa ye excellency say over 2300 reports ebesi ne prosecution yen TB chese akwade din na din na si ade na babusia eyade lawyer Martin Pebu baba break silence chese wayi ensem no ade apia ochira hwe court proceedings koso na enioma besi nkofo bedem nkofo ebedem papa no cheni semu a nkofo bi nso afa chire chese nkofo mo former manager pade no titiri nkofo mo fa sika na abusia omo afa chese omo tuetua sika no wa chira enya asem kotoa omo afa chire aba behu eye eji attorney general a chese omo etuetua sika ne bi de ma eye just manager pade no omo return bi asan nkofo na chira chese omo pen mugwase omo pese omo din beba na say omo din be pie baabi a chese omo pese omo din be kwa kopie na busia o chira nyoma koso wo back door enya asem keto a me pese mkasa wana pese ye kone kokotie nsem a lawyer Martin Pebu ade abetudwa a o chira ade a Cecilia Dappah ne sika ya busia ekohu wo ne dan mu no ho nsensem ne baabi akwa koduru hada so ye be media GH se enende de connect channel so a ye be subscribe my bobo notification bell no so mo podcast update yen che ho no yen kone kuti nsem lawyer Martin Pebu ade aba betudwa efa eye nioma a chese anasisika sembia a chese omo eguso omo eye ho hwehwemu a ni na efa Cecilia Dappah ho enya asam koto subscribe like na bo as bobo notification bell no so for podcast update yente lawyer Martin Pebu nsem ode to dwam na sesia.
Council, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, morning, Mr. Council. Morning. Good to be here on Ghana's #1 talk show, right? Yes, undisputed and unparalleled. We give you the best content ever as the #1 talk show. As usual, let me quickly do the rituals. Of course, the first greetings go to all citizens of Ghana for the yeoman's job that we did in terms of booting out the NPP administration. The reason today we have to thank citizens again is that, the more you get revelations of wrongdoing, etc., then you see that, we really did a good job, right? Yes, this week you saw the invitation of Paul Adumochiri to the OSP. Apparently, all the noise he was making, it's because of the opportunities he was getting. Yes, because it was just unbecoming that Paul was doing that kind of hatchet job. Paul Adumochiri doing a hatchet job, saying things very unsavory. It's like it was on a different planet. But now with the OSP case, we've seen why he was motivated to do those things. There are more cases coming under ORA, etc., right? In the Attorney General's press conference. So it's exciting. So anytime there's a new revelation, of wrongdoing under Akufo-Addo's dispensation, we have to say thank you again to the people of Ghana. Thank you. Then once again, let's greet Sofia Kufu Yasantwa. More fire, Domahine, more fire now, Court of Appeal judge, right? And the other people who were elevated, Justice Boidi, the one who granted Afuku bail, Gregory Afuku bail, and was thrown into the Volta regime. Boidi to now, Court of Appeal judge, my Lord Justice Boidi, good morning. And all the other people we usually would greet Gamanche. Oh yes, Mr. Kansi. Let's not forget Kentucky Tech, which through Gamanche. Gamanche won his case about over a week ago.
Yes.
The last time I mentioned that there had been this case where they sought to remove Ghbrain's name from the list of chiefs, the National Register. But Ghbrain has won the case in the Supreme Court. So, good morning, Ghbrain. More fire on the Cecilia Dappah matter. Okay, so Mr. Okansi, yes.
No.
Well, let me come back to you.
Yes, I'm gonna come to you. It's okay, Prof. It's okay.
He's always talking about this.
Let's push it. You want to find out, yes, what the update is.
What is that? Me and you, was it the matter?
The state of affairs on the...
Me and you are in court over that.
Yes, the state of affairs on the Cecilia Dappah case. What's the latest on it? Counsel, quickly.
Yes, so Sister Dappah, there are a number of decisions, a number of cases. So let's mention ours. Professor Jampo and I sued the Attorney General at that time, of course, the office, but at that time, Godfrey Tami was in charge because he said that Iyoko cannot investigate Cecilia Dappah for money laundering because so far there is no evidence about how Cecilia Dappah came by the money. Can you imagine? Cecilia Dappah was found with plenty of money under her bed in her house, and then the ones the patient Butchie allegedly took and other ones. Attorney General Godfrey Tami turned the law on its head that we should first of all find a predicate offense. That's if we can't show whether Cecilia Dappah got the money from narcotics, whether from bribery, whether from murder, whether from robbery, etc., then Iyoko cannot do such an investigation. And so they stopped Iyoko. Of course, you know at that time it was mahamatv Dankwa, the cheerleader of bad governance in Ghana, supporting Akufo-Addo to do bad things. You remember the
Council, I have to update
the other case.
I have to an update on the Cecilia Dappah case. Yes, just a brief one because I just wanted a quick update. So
yes, so basically, I'm just giving you. Okay, so we just go on straight. So the last time we went to court in July, the judge has adjourned the matter to October to give a ruling. Yes, the Attorney General's office. Can you imagine the curious part of it? They are fighting certain parts of the case. We'll leave the judge to decide. Yes. So we are in court because we want the court to declare that we don't need to first of all show where Cecilia Dappah got the money from before we can do money laundering, because we have changed the law. We have changed our laws. That requirement that show where the person got the money from before the person is using it for another purpose, we have since changed it in the new Anti-Money Laundering Act. So the judge will give a ruling on it in October, and then the rest of the case will continue. Okay. But secondly, to Iyoko, Remonacha, good morning, Remonacha. Remonacha has gone back into investigating the matter because it's clear that Iyoko has jurisdiction to, investigate money laundering. So the investigations are ongoing. We wish Raymond good luck, yes, because when it works out well, it's for all of us as Ghanaians.
It is indeed for the greater good. Thank you very much. And Dr. Makoba, I'll come back to this particular bit on the decision by the Attorney General in this Unibank case, that is the Republic versus Dr. Dufo and the 7 others. And I made reference to how this case has evolved over time, taking into consideration how the figures have also changed as well, and the Attorney General's position that based on his own assessment of the facts in front of him, pursuing this case would result in more liability than some gain for the state, and so decided to go in for this agreement and sign a nolle prosequia. Did he take the box for you?
Well, punishment doesn't feed children. That's the first thing. It doesn't feed children. You may feel good. Now, I got him now. Look at him. That's all you got. It doesn't feed the children. So any way you look at it, restitution is more important than punishment. When you finish the restitution, you can come and consider punishment. To what extent should I punish this person? That's how sometimes even in the United States, you get a witness who is very forthcoming. They let him go free. Even relocate the person witness protection, all of that, because he has been very helpful in this case. We don't learn that. We just want to show that guy he's a small guy. We got him now. That makes no sense. You can't, okay, you are trying to punish me, he dies, what are you going to do now? What? It's all gone. He's dead. So this idea of punishment, yes, I agree we should not allow lawbreakers to go free. But you have to temper that with the other side. Does it happen in the country? You put him in jail, you are going to feed him too. Then he says he's sick, you take him to hospital. All of these things are coming back to the state again. So always look to see if you can recover some of the stolen loot before you consider punishment. Otherwise, you are not helping the state at all. As I've said, punishment does not feed children. Hospitals, chip compound, whatever, all these are very important, and it takes money. And they are stealing the money, and you just want to throw them in jail and forget it. No. So get the money back. I support that. Sometimes you may even give them sweetheart deals in order for them to help you get the money. Do it and get it, if that's what it takes. And it's been done all over the world except us. So please, let's not get this idea that you are here to punish people. You are here to collect your money. You've stolen the money, yes, it's wrong. But find a way to get it back. If you put him in jail, how does it benefit the average citizen? How? We're still taking care of him in jail too. Why? So get the money and alleviate our financial burden a little bit. That is more important than you showing that you're punishing him.
Now, so they talk about the element of deterrence as well, and that's what Barack Powers was referencing a number of times in his submission.
That is the second level.
You would have this agreement because you want to recover.
Yes.
But then it must not also water down the element of deterrence.
No, if you are going to recover money, and the person knows you are serious, he himself he will reform himself. In helping you, he is reforming himself. You see, it depends on what you do. All of these are based on the prosecutors. They will give you a deal. Every case is different, so we should not assume they are all the same. No. If the person is forthcoming, why are you making things so hard for him? If he's forthcoming to make you get your money, even tell on others who have done the same thing. Wouldn't you make things a bit easier for him? And you want to make it hard so you can go and rant on his cronies? No, he won't. But there are some witnesses to cases. They will come forth, give you ideas, give you headlines. Go here, look at this. Yes, this is valuable information. And if it helps you get more money out, you cut his punishment level. That's how it's done. Sometimes a person is in jail 5 years. And then when he sees the high 5 years, my goodness, I'm going to stay in jail for 5 years, he starts talking. And when he offers valuable information to arrest others, the jail term is cut down. And that's how it should be. Every case is different. We should not lump all of them together. If a witness is forthcoming, help him by cutting his term of imprisonment, so he can even give you even more help for you to get more money.
Well, Dr. Zato, the attorney
Nyame insha so guso a ohwe dwumadie no onka ho ontere wahye onye okese dwumadie no eguso a etwagu mesre so obe subscribe like dwumadie no share na ma afoforo enso ensa nka be kindly click on the notification bell no so send be di any news be ato platform no so a wonso wo hunu die echo and die eba ensam no yeguso ye to aso ofam yunu no eto aso a eye Martin Pepu ene eye Dr. Amakoba, one of the founding members of MPP to aso some Donato Jayanko Nenkonkuti.
Tribunal took this decision, it says, based on this assessment of the information before him as he inherited, and taking into consideration what Mr. Jackson talked about, the amount that this entire exercise has cost us cannot also be underestimated. Over 30 billion cedis. That's no joke. And now the focus of the Attorney General to recover as much from this entire process, taking into consideration what I just put out there about the debt as well that the government of Ghana owed the defunct Unibank. What has he done wrong exactly?
Thank you very much, Alfred. I think that there's a lawyer here, he's talked about the legal issues very well. There's a finance guy, he's talked about the finance issues very well. Since I'm neither of them, I want to talk about the politics or the policy issues of this, because that is where I think I know better. And then I'll tie in these two at the end of my presentation.
There's no politics in this, actually.
Well, okay, thank you. So I'll talk about the policy aspect. Because
unless you see politics in this.
I see politics and I see policy, because the Attorney General is a policy maker and a politician. So his decisions are also policy and politics. Thank you. Before we come in, we must go back to try to look at how we got here. How we got here and what drove us here. A new government came in 2017. And the new government, partly as part of it, was saying that there were problems with the banking sector, and that the issues have to do with banking sector finances and whatever. And precisely because of that, the new government decided to go ahead and, let's say, clean up the mess they made. I'm happy Joe Jackson has just acknowledged that there was actually a mess, that things had to be done. But he disagrees with the method, which is always exactly, because once you identify a problem, solutions can be different. So there was something to be done. When that was going, it was painful, it was difficult. People lost their jobs, banks lost their licenses. But there was also another narrative for it from the then opposition. The argument was that, one, it was the cleaner was not necessary. Two, that the amount of money put there is too much. And that three, it is the third part that actually stands, that it was a calculated political attempt to punish banks that were seen to be associated with the former government. In other words, part of the argument that the former